Test 1, 2. Can you hear me, Jose? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Turn yours down just a little bit. Think you're 1. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the West Quad Gymnasium as the Brooklyn College Bulldogs are going to be taking on the Hunter College Hawks, and it's going to be a smash-bang basketball game because Hunter is the number 2 team in the conference. Brooklyn College is undefeated. They beat Hunter at their home court the first time in years, and you know they're coming looking for revenge, Jose.
Oh, yeah, and you can definitely tell that this is a game that has been building up for Brooklyn College, especially losing in the finals to Hunter last year in the championship game. And then getting that revenge in Hunter, where they even lost in the championship game, kind of built some confidence for Brooklyn College. We just hope that they can play at the same level that they did last time.
Well, you know that they're going to get the ball to Janine Conway and Teresa Long. They're 2 top scorers, averaging 19 and 12 points a game. And they're going to apply pressure. They're going to try and get Brooklyn College to turn the ball over. Let's talk about that first game, Jose. That first game, Brooklyn College jumped out to an early lead, shut Hunter out in the second quarter. They scored no points, got out to a big lead, and then Hunter turned on the switch and then just made a ferocious comeback, and Brooklyn College made enough plays at the end of the game to wind up winning 67-63.
Yeah, Brooklyn College has come out a lot of the time really hot, really quick, with their press defense, causing turnovers into transition points. That was a big part of the Hunter game. So we'll see if they start off with a similar idea, if Lang tries to copy and paste. We'll see what he does. Maybe that throughout the entire game he's more consistent to not let Hunter get back into the game like in the last one.
Interesting point. I talked to Coach Lang before the game, and he said that he wasn't particularly happy with the way they played against Hunter in the first game. I was kind of taken aback. He's like, we didn't execute. We turned the ball over a lot. We had a big lead. We almost squandered it. So he made a couple of good points.
He
said he wants to focus on executing. He said he believes that they're a more focused team now than they were then.
Yeah.
They've been on a roll, so to speak, and he just wants to keep that tide turning.
No, yeah. I think that I've talked to Lang after them winning by 30 points, and he'll say there was issues. So
that's true.
I don't know if I'm going to take his word on that, but yeah, letting a team get back into the game when you had a big lead over them, that's cause for a problem. But we have seen that Brooklyn College has gotten better and better as the season has gone along, and that gives us as fans and people viewing this game confidence in the Brooklyn College team.
And let's talk about some milestones that's going to be taking place today. Taylor George, number 22, the sophomore from Whitehall, Pennsylvania. She is only 3 points away from 1,000 points. And Chanel Jamont, number 33, the forward junior, is only 17 points away from tying 4th place in the all-time scoring and 21 points from taking over 3rd place as well.
Yeah, so we'll see if they can reach those numbers in this game. I suspect Taylor George will get 3 points.
Really
I'm
early,
pretty sure.
I think.
It looks like her family has brought boards and balloons that say 1,000 points.
They're ready.
So they're very excited for this game.
Well, we're getting ready to have the playing of the national anthem. The PA announcer is getting ready to do it, and we're going to take a pause as they're going to play the national anthem. And there you have the playing of our national anthem. Once again, you're listening to Brooklyn College Bulldog Basketball on youtube.com/Brooklyn College Bulldogs. I am Pat Brown along with my partner, Jose Rodin. And they're getting ready to give you the starting lineups for tonight's ballgame. For the visiting Hunter College Hawks, you have the 5'3" senior guard from Maspeth, New York, number 0, Phoebe Valentin. You have the 5'4" senior guard from Bayside, New York, number 13, Teresa Leung. You have the 5'9" sophomore forward from Queens, New York, number 15, Christina Krislovic. You have the 6-foot junior forward from Bellerica, Maryland, number 20, Maya Thompson. And the leading scorer, the 5'9" senior forward from Amityville, New York, number 23, Janine Conway. And for your Brooklyn College Bulldogs, you have the 5'5" junior guard from Elmhurst, New York, number 2, Michelle Pena. You have the 5-foot senior guard from Whitehall, Pennsylvania, number 22, Taylor George. You have the 5'10" freshman from Brooklyn, New York, number 24, Sarah James. Her sister, the 5'8" freshman guard from Brooklyn, New York, number 32, Erica James. And the 5'9" junior forward from Brooklyn, New York, number 33, Chanel Jamat. The officials for tonight's game, the head official is Rich Federer. We have Kristen Picaldo and Lou Magliano. So we are just about ready for the tip-off here at the West Quad Gymnasium, and I'm telling you right now, you're going to see a very good basketball game from two very qualified, well-coached, and dogged, determined teams going at it for supremacy in the CUNYAC Conference. Brooklyn College comes in at 8-0, overall 13-5. Hunter College is 7-2 in the conference and 13-8 overall. So, Jose, they're getting ready to get on the court, and let's see what's going to transpire here early in the game.
I really like that Alex Lang has stuck with the James sisters starting. That seems to be a big point of defense and offense and how they can kind of play all around, and it kind of works out on where both of them can shoot and kind of throw their elbows around in the paint.
That's true. And I want to see if Brooklyn College gets the ball early. Are they going to go right away to Taylor George, or are they going to just facilitate the offense? And it's going to be interesting as there's a tip, and it goes to Brooklyn College as Erica James comes away with the ball. She brings it up, swings it to Michelle Pena on the right side. She's guarded by Conway. Swings it over to Erica on the right wing. Gets it down low to her sister Sarah. Hunter playing man-to-man, very tight. Sarah down low to Taylor George. Taylor George back to Sarah. Sarah to Erica. Over to Michelle Pena. Michelle drives, puts up the shot, and misses. Rebounded by Thompson. Gets the ball up to the Leung. The Young drives, guarded by Taylor George. Gets it to Leung. Passes it down low. It's stolen by Jamat. Jamat gets it over to George. George pump fakes, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Michelle Pena. She misses. Rebounded by Sarah James. Gets it over to Jamat. Jamat puts up the three. No good. Air ball, and it goes out of bounds. But it was last touched by Hunter, tipped by Thompson, and Brooklyn College is going to maintain the basketball.
Brooklyn College seems to be rushing a little bit in this game so far, and they've just been kind of, it looks like, a little out of sorts at the start.
Erica James shoots the three and knocks it down. So Erica James has the first points of the game. Brooklyn College showing press. Luong brings it, swings up to Conway. Conway on the left side, cut off by George. Double tech, swings it over to Phoebe. Shoots the three and banks it in. That's Krislovich for three. 3 is the score, 8:30 left to go in the first quarter. Michelle Pena brings it up, gets it over to Sarah James. They break the press, and we got a foul on Conway. That's Conway's first. Team's first. So Erica gets the ball in to Michelle Pena. Michelle calling the play out. She's guarded by Conway. At the top of the key, Hunter in a man-to-man. Taylor George breaks it, swings over to Pena. Pena traveled, and she's messed up right there as she shrugged her shoulders and said, I should have put the ball on the floor first.
Yeah. It does seem like Brooklyn College is trying to rush a little bit and playing just not the way they've been playing the last couple of games. So we'll see how that happens.
So Valentin brings the ball up and throws the ball out of bounds. Turnover, and it's going to be Brooklyn College basketball. Taylor George gets it over to Sarah James, over to Taylor George. They break the press, gets it over to Sarah. Sarah swings it over to George, again on the right side. Hunter playing a match zone. Taylor into the paint, gets it over to Jamont and lost it off of her knee. It goes out of bounds. So both teams turnover prone early in the game.
Yeah, it just seems both teams are evenly matched and it's just going back and forth a little bit.
So swung over to Thompson. Thompson at the foul line, standing on the left side. Swings it over to Young and misses the three, but Sarah James pulls down the rebound. Gets it over to Pena. Pena to Erica with the layup. It's up and in. Erica James has all 5 points for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs.
And that's that thing about that fast break that the Bulldogs do. It's great. They can get easy buckets.
Krizlovich to Thompson. Thompson shoots the jumper and knocks it down. So it's tied at 5. 7:10 left to go. Hunter showing press. Sarah James gets it to Taylor. Taylor gets it across half court. And now they have the pressure extended, trying to trap Taylor George in the corner. Gets it to Jamont. Jamont on the block. Puts it up.
And that's going to be
and they say an offensive foul on Jamont, her first.
Yeah, I definitely thought they'd be running plays for Taylor George right out of the start, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that. It looks like they're trying to get Chanel Jamont really started, and she seems to be defended heavily.
Yep, as Valentin gets the ball into Luong. Gets it to Thompson, top of the key to Krizlovich. Krizlovich over to Lung. Lung shoots the shot, no good. Rebounded by Sarah James. Swings it over to Michelle Pena. Michelle Pena, top of the key. Swings the dribble over to Taylor George, to Sarah James, open for the three. No good. Rebounded by Valentin.
Just off the fingertips right there.
Valentin looks to pass it, gets it to Krizlovich, top of the key. Brooklyn College staying in there man-to-man so far. As you see Conway cutting, Thompson wide open, gets it over to Phoebe. Phoebe Valentin swings it over underneath to Krizlovich, puts up the air ball, rebounded by Jamont.
And that was great help defense by Shimon right there.
Payne gets it to Jamont in the paint. Oh, we got another offensive foul, and that's going to be Jamont's second.
And that's not good. Both of those were correct calls, but that's just Chanel Jamont just being too aggressive and trying to get into the paint.
Yep, and now it's going to be Kayla Trembone and Dasha Goodman coming in for Brooklyn College as Pena and Jamont sit down.
And that's 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yep, and Jamont picks up 2 quick fouls. So now it's Trembone on Valentin. Valentin gets it to Krizlovich. Krizlovich turns at the foul line, shoots the three, no good, and rebounded by Erica James. Erica James brings the ball up. Still has it, gives it over to Trembone. Trembone to Sarah. Sarah to Taylor George in the left corner. Swing pass over to Erica James. Erica James for three from deep. No good. Rebounded by, that's 13, Leon. So now they extend the defense, Trembone does. Brooklyn still in a man-to-man. Leong trying to get away, gets it to Krizlovich. Krizlovich looking for somebody cutting, drives into the paint, swings it over to Thompson. Thompson swings it over to Leong for three. She's open, but misses the shot. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Hunter.
Yep.
And it's going to be Brooklyn College basketball. 4:52 left to go. It's 5-5 in the first.
And something very interesting is that Erica James is pretty much spotting up and playing man against Conway for this entire time. She's just been following her around.
Brooklyn College breaks the press. Swing over to Taylor George for three. Oh, in and out. But Sarah gets the rebound, puts it up. Rebounded by Erica, gets it back to Taylor for three. It's good! And Taylor George has done it. She has 1,000 points. And Taylor George mobbed at the middle of the court by the team. You knew it was coming. She missed the first one, but they got the offensive rebound and fed it right back to her, and nothing but net for Taylor George. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. She's the second player this year to reach 1,000 points, and Chanel Jamont and her are both just juniors.
And the first time it's happened in the same year in Brooklyn College history.
Yeah, and to think about what can they do next year, both of them could be 1 and 2 on the leading scorers.
Oh, you know
Brooklyn
that's true.
College.
So
with
they're taking
Chanel
the picture.
Jamont almost at, what did you say, 21 points away from third place?
She's 21 points away from third place. She's 17 points away from tying for fourth.
Yeah, so it's almost there. It's possible that both of them could be in the top 5 by the end of the season.
Oh, most definitely.
And that's incredible. And then next year is their senior year, so it's all over again.
So Hunter's going to inbound the ball with 4:33 left to go. And Brooklyn College showing the press. Long swings it over and stolen by Trombone. Puts it up, no good. Taylor George gets the rebound over to Erica James. Erica James swings it over to Goodman. Goodman wide open for 3. It's nothing but net for Goodman. And the Goodman makes it good from deep. And it's now 11-5 and timeout called by Hunter.
Oh, yeah, and Dr. Goodman is one of those, we've been talking a lot, Pat, throughout these games, that because Brooklyn College's bench is so deep, when they bring in their subs, when they're up 20 points in previous games, they're getting all this experience. And Dasha Goodman is someone who can start and just is relegated to the bench because of the James sisters and their emergence this season.
Yep.
So having her come off the bench is just like a 6th starter, and then Trombone is their 7th starter. So their bench is just so deep, and Dasha Goodman is just there.
Yes, indeed. So timeout is over. Brooklyn College comes out in the press again as Hunter inbounds the ball to Thompson. Thompson swings it to Phoebe Valentin. Valentin gets it back to Leung. Leung drives up the court, gets it over to Phoebe Valentin for 3. In and out. Rebounded by Leung, but it's going to be a foul on, I believe that's going to be Dasha Goodman on the foul. Yep, that's who they got. And now coming in the first time for Hunter is number 12, Brooke Guilo.
Yeah, I think she came late to the game. I saw her running out of the locker room a little bit earlier. That might have been someone else. Actually.
So the first foul shot by Leung is good. 11-6 is the score. Shoots the second one, and she knocks both of them down. It's 11-7 at 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Hunter showing press. Brooklyn College breaks it easily. Sarah James gets it over to Taylor. Taylor over to Goodman. Goodman back to Taylor. Taylor goes to the baseline, puts up the 15-footer. No good, and knocked out of bounds by Trombone. Hold on, they're going to confer. And it's going to be changed as the other official had a clearer shot and conversed. You like seeing that by the officials, making sure they get the call right. It's going to stay Brooklyn ball with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. So inbounding the ball is Sarah. Sarah James traveled. Yes, she did. She went to pump fake and lifted her foot, and that's what they're going to get.
Yeah, she didn't even start walking without. It was kind of just having 2 pivot feet in that one.
So Brooklyn College is on defense now. It's going to be Leung at the top of the key, over to Phoebe Valentin, to Krislovich. Krislovich in the corner to DeGuilo. DeGuilo back to Krislovich, drives to the paint, puts up the layup, no good. Dasha Goodman with good defense, gets it to Sarah James. Sarah James gets it to Taylor George. Oh, almost stolen, but Taylor George gets it back. Swings it over to Goodman. Goodman over to Erica James for 3. No good. Air ball. Conway gets the rebound. And now they're pushing it up. Swings it over to Krislovich. Over to Valentin. Valentin open for 3. No good. Rebounded by Dasha Goodman. But Trombone has it, and it's going to be a foul on Valentin. That's going to be her first on a reach-in foul as Dasha Goodman was bringing the ball up court.
Yeah, and it looks like both teams, off of missed shots, are trying to go straight to the fast break and trying to push the tempo a lot more than usual. They're not really letting the defense settle.
But that's how they play, though.
No, yeah.
Trombone gets up to the paint. No good. And it's going to be a scrum for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow to Hunter at 2:49 of the first quarter. Brooklyn up 11-7.
And this has been a well-contested game just for the start, like what we suspected it to be.
Yep. So Hunter brings the ball up. It's Luong guarded by George. Gets it over to Valentin. Valentin on the right wing. Looking for Conway. Conway cutting. Cut off. Luong back to DeGuilo. Guilo back to Leung. Leung on the corner. Gets around the horn. Runs. Puts it up. No good. Rebound by Sarah James. Sarah James gets it over to Trombone. Trombone keeps the dribble. Gets it into the corner to Erica James. Erica James swings over to her sister Sarah. Back to Erica on the corner. Back to Sarah. Sarah spots up the three. Boom!
Wow.
Sarah said, "Oh, I'll take this, thank you."
That was a deep three with a hand in the face. That was great defense by Conway, and she still made it.
Brooklyn College with the press. Almost stolen, but Valentin gets away, goes baseline, pulls it back out, blocked away, and taken by Brooklyn College. Dasha Goodman gets it over to Taylor George. Taylor George slows it up, swings it over to Trombone. Trombone holds, swings it back to Goodman. Goodman top of the key, over to Taylor George on the left wing. She spots up, pulls the dribble down. Erica James has it. Back to Trombone. Trombone back to Erica James for three. High off the rim, and we're going to have a foul.
That's going to be an offensive foul. That's the third offensive foul by Brooklyn.
And that's going to be on Sarah James.
Yeah.
That's going to be her first, the team's third.
It's great that they're being so aggressive, but they need to not give up so many fouls right now.
So number 3 comes in for Hunter. That is Madison LaSalle. She has the ball, swings it over to, I'm sorry, that was 10 that just checked in. That's Chung. Thompson over to Leung. Leung pulls it back out with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Swings it over down under the basket, and it's going to be out of bounds. Brooklyn College basketball, 56.4 seconds left to go in the first. Brooklyn with a 7-point lead, 14-7.
That was great defense by Brooklyn, just staying with their man and protecting their zones and just not letting anybody cut into the paint. And they just forced that turnover.
Taylor George has it on the left wing. Swings into the corner for Goodman for three. High arc and nothing but net again for Goodman. She's 2 for 2 from three, and 17-7 is the score. And we have a foul on Trombone on the press. And Brooklyn College is getting in foul trouble early. Fourth team foul, first on Trombone.
The good thing is that Brooklyn College threes are going in. Like last game against York, Pat, when we called that game, Brooklyn College early threes were not going in compared to today. And
that's true.
That has led to this big lead.
Yep, LaSalle has it. Guarded by Trombone. Swings it over to number 10. That is Chung. Chung gets it to Leung. Leung spins into the paint. Down low to Thompson. Oh! Sarah Labiner with a hard foul on Thompson, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's her first and the team's 5th, and they are over the limit. Good thing it's only 13 seconds left to go in the quarter, so it's not going to cost them any more foul shots.
Yeah.
Hopefully that they don't commit any fouls in those 13 seconds.
Yes.
So Maya Thompson is going to shoot 2. Misses the first. Thompson resets her feet for her last shot. And she knocks it down calmly. So 17-8. Taylor George gets it to Sarah. Over to Trombone.
Oh, wow.
Trombone into the paint. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Labina with the offensive rebound. Puts it back.
And Labiner keeps growing and learning. Earlier in the season, she would have brought that ball down and maybe around her hip and maybe even tried to dribble. that time, just caught the rebound and put it right back up.
So at the end of the first quarter, it's Brooklyn College 19 and Hunter College 8. And right away, you made an excellent point, Jose. Early in the game, Brooklyn College threes are rainbowing and hitting nothing but net. And they're just taking it to Hunter right now and really defensively putting a lot of pressure on the ball dribbler and making sure that she doesn't have anywhere to go with the ball and making them waste a lot of time on the shot clock and not getting them good looks.
Yeah, I think a big thing about Brooklyn College's defense so far has been providing energy and closing off passing lanes. They haven't really allowed many passing lanes and have given no easy looks for Brooklyn. It's kind of just been a suffocating defense. And it's worked out perfectly for Brooklyn. I don't know at the top of my head, but I don't know if they have the turnover numbers that would support it. But they're forcing difficult shots, bad passes. It's just the Brooklyn College defense has been moving their hands around and getting to the right places.
It's reminiscent of the first game that myself and Joe Leo did at Hunter. Brooklyn College defensive intensity was all over the place in that first half, swarming against Hunter, not letting them get there in a rhythm, and they're doing the same thing here. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. And I don't know about you, I wasn't there for the first game. I imagine it looks like they're playing a similar defense to that style from the first game, Pat?
Yes.
And so it does look like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Michelle Pena gets it to the corner to Labina. Labina to Pena. Pena over to Goodman. Good ball moving. Back to Michelle Pena. Back to Erica James for three. It's good.
And what is that, the second for Erica James?
Yes, it is.
I know Goodwin has two. Oh, and they're in the press now.
And stolen by Goodman. And a foul.
Travel.
Oh, they said she traveled as she stole the ball. I thought both of them had possession of the ball when she was taking the steps, but never mind. It was a good job by Goodman to get into the passing lane and almost steal the ball.
It could have been a jump ball or a travel either way, but she did take those extra steps trying to gain her position.
So it's going to be LaSalle, gets it to Conway. Conway goes baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Goodman to Pena. Pena gets around the defense, still keeps her dribble. Still has it into the corner to George. George trying to stay inbounds and threw the ball away. But she pressured the ball. Now it's Leon going to the baseline, puts it up. No good. Labina rips the rebound away. Labina strong on the board, gets it over to Pena. Pena over to Erica. Erica to Goodman. Goodman blocked by Conway. Conway's going uncontested to the basket, puts it up and in. Conway's first points.
That's not what you want to do. You don't want to get Conway started on that because she hasn't really been doing much, and the Brooklyn College defense has been holding her.
Labina under, puts it up and in.
There we go.
It looks like Brooklyn College is concentrating on getting the ball into the post and pounding the paint.
Oh, yeah, and that's a big issue why Chanel Jamont got into foul trouble early.
Conway now on the right wing. Gets it to Leung. Leung off the dribble into the paint. Puts up the shot. No good. Gets her own rebound to LaSalle. LaSalle for three. No good. Long rebound taken by Conway, but it's going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow is going to go to Hunter.
I am very glad that was called jump ball, not a foul.
Yeah, it could have been a foul.
It could have been either way.
Oh, wait. Nope, they did call a foul.
I think I jinxed it.
They called it on Taylor.
I think I might have jinxed that one.
That's the team's first and Taylor's first. As checking into the ball game for Hunter, but the ball is stolen by George. Puts it up and in. Before I can even get you who was checking in for Hunter. That was number 4, Nicole Ballin. So as LaSalle gets it over to Ballin. Ballin to Valentin. Valentin to Thompson. Thompson off the dribble. Swings it over to Valentin. Valentin gets a pick into the paint. Swings it over to corner to LaSalle. 10 on the shot clock. To Ballin. Puts up the shot. Nope. She gets it to Thompson. Thompson shoots it. No good. Air ball off of Hunter. And Brooklyn College basketball. And there, another example of dogged determination on defense, causing another bad shot and a turnover.
Yeah, Brooklyn College is staying with it this entire game. They're staying in front of their man, and it's working out well for them. They've The only easy bucket that they've allowed is that fast break layup by Conway, that's worked out for them. That's what they need to do against a good team like Hunter.
So Pena's going to bring the ball up. Gets it into the corner to Erica James. Erica James looking for Labina. Gets it into Taylor George. Top of the key to Pena. Brooklyn College doing an excellent job of moving the ball. 8 on the shot clock. Labina backs down, and they got her for steps as she shuffled her feet, trying to back down the defense. But the strategy is working. You pound the ball into your 6'4" freshman in the paint. Nobody can contest the shot as she keeps the ball above her head, and that's what they're doing.
It is a good strategy for them to go along with. She adds a defensive presence as well. As you can see, Hunter's not really trying to drive in anymore as they were in the first quarter.
So now it's Leung with the ball, guarded by Taylor George. Gets into the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebounded, taken by Hunter. That was 14 Gress that got into the game. Now it's Leung on the right wing, goes baseline, puts up the shot over Labina, misses, and Sarah James comes down with the rebound. Sarah James gets it to Pena.
And Labina's presence just messes with that shot.
Yes. Top of the key. Now she moves over to the right side. Gets a pick, goes into the paint, gets it over to Erica James. Erica James puts up the shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded to Taylor George for 3, no good. Taylor George gets her own rebound, puts it up, and in.
There we go. That's just Taylor George showing great aggressiveness and just nowhere to go and get the rebound.
So now it is Leung bringing the ball up, 28-10 with 6 minutes left to go in the half. Now Balin for 3, wide open, banks it, but misses, and Labina gets the rebound. Now gets it over to Pena. Pena pushes the ball into the paint, puts up the shot, no good, rebounded by Chung. Check that, that's Gress on the rebound. Hunter coming back the other way to Thompson. Goes baseline, cut off by Labina, gets it to Balin. Balin gets into the paint, but we got a hand check on Sarah James. That's her second foul. The team's second of the second quarter. 5:36 left to go. 28-10, and now wholesale changes for Brooklyn College as Trembone, Pham, Richburg come into the game, and they're going to take a timeout. Hunter is. And Ardita Shatafovic will be coming in for Brooklyn College as well. So, Jose, interesting look for Brooklyn College.
With Shatafovic, Pham, and Goodwin. I think that kind of has worked for them. They've been able to put a lot of bigs who can shoot, like their 4s and 5s can shoot the 3s, so they've been able to stretch out their offense a lot. And Shatafovic, sorry, excuse me.
It's all right.
She can, Shatafovic can shoot the 3 easily, and she's willing to take it a lot.
What Hunter's doing defensively is they're trying to now, as they see Brooklyn College is concentrating on getting the ball into the post, they're collapsing their defense.
Yeah.
And what Brooklyn College's big women are doing are getting the ball right back out to the wings, setting up for open 3s. Right now they've missed their last 2, but they've been hitting them rather regularly, and that is going to bode well for them if they continue to get those open looks, because Brooklyn College is a very decent 3-point shooting team.
Yeah. It's worked out well, especially on a play with Taylor George taking the 3 and then following up her own rebound to get the layup, in the sense that they'll pass it down and Labina will feel pressure on her back and just pass it right back out, and it'll result in an open 3, and then no one to box her out so she can get her offensive rebound in.
Right, so now Hunter's going to inbound the ball. And Valentin goes to baseline as Panuto, and stolen by Richburg. Richburg goes up for the layup, puts it up and in. Kayla Richburg.
And that extends the Brooklyn College lead to 20, as they're now leading 30-10.
Panuto in the game, almost stolen by Richburg again. Valentin swings it over to Guio, and it's Conway that gets the ball back. Back to Valentin. 8 on the shot clock, and it's going to be a hard pass, but taken by Goodman. Goodman to Trembone. Trembone pulls it back. Good job. Calls the offense. Resets. She comes back to the top of the key. Guarded by Valentin. Trembone gets it over to Goodman for 3 from deep. Off of Hunter and goes out of bounds. So Brooklyn College will maintain the ball with 10 on the shot clock. Richburg to inbound. Swings it over to Sarah. Sarah with 8 seconds on the shot clock. 5, 4. Goodman for 3 again. It's the rebound is number 22, Panuto.
But it doesn't look like Brooklyn College threes are falling like they did in the first
Conway,
quarter.
that's not Conway, I'm sorry. That's Santos to Conway for 3, no good. Rebound by Sarah, good box out. Now gets it to Richburg. Into the paint, it's going to be a foul on number 22, Panuto. That's her first.
And that's what Richburg can do for you off the bench, just be another point guard ball handler that can just drive. Compared to Trebone, who's more of a pass-first guard and is looking more to drive and pass it out. Richburg more of a 2 guard and a shooting guard who can really, she can dish it out, but she's best at driving to the paint.
Richburg makes the first free throw, and Hunter getting ready to make wholesale changes as 4 players are at the scorer's table as Richburg prepares to shoot the second. And she knocks down both. And now changes as Leung, Thompson, and 15 Krislovich come back in. So the starters are back in for Hunter. 32-10 with 4:06 left to go in the second. Hunter trying to break the press and falls down. Brooklyn College takes it. Trembone gets it to Goodman. Puts it up, no good. And it's going to be a foul on, they're going to call it on Goodman coming back.
Yeah, it looked like she kind of went over the back and might have hit.
Yeah, I thought she could have pump faked to get the foul on Hunter.
On the drive.
Yeah. So Hunter is going to get the ball to Lung. They're showing press. Swings it over to Krislovich. Krislovich in the corner for DeGuio. She knocks down the 3. I'm sorry, that was Gress for 3. And now it's 32-13 with 3:30 left to go in the second quarter. So over to Sarah James. Sarah James over to Pham. Pham to Richburg on the right wing. She gets into the paint, shoots the foul line jumper, no good. High rebound to Trembone. Trembone to Sarah James for 3. 3's the money shot tonight for Brooklyn College.
I feel like they've just been knocking like at least 40% of their threes in this half.
Now it's Krislovich to Maya Thompson. Swings it over to DeGuio. DeGuio to Luang. Luang over to Panuto. Panuto to DeGuio for 3, no good. High rebound taken by Goodman. Goodman with a strong rebound gets it to Richburg. 2:45 left to go in the first half. Richburg gets it over to the corner to Trembone. Trembone looking for Goodman on the block, but not there. Trembone gets into the foul line, gets it back to Goodman. Goodman swings it over to Pham. Pham over to Richburg. 10 on the shot clock. Gets to the Sarah, but too high on the pass. It goes out of bounds. Turnover. And now Taylor George and Erica James come in for Nancy Pham and Kayla Trembone. So Richburg, George, Sarah, and Erica James and Dasha Goodman on the floor for Brooklyn College. So Thompson now gets the inbound to Leung. Leung to Panuto. Swings it over to Krislovich. Krislovich gets it to 12. That is DeGuio. For Krislovich for 3, and it's good.
And that was poor defense by Brooklyn. There was at least 3 open players on every time the ball was passed. Everybody was open on that possession.
Brooklyn College doing an excellent job of breaking Hunter's press easily. 2 minutes left to go in the half. Brooklyn College up 35-15. Taylor George has it with the dribble, keeps it, gives it to Richburg. Richburg into the paint to Sarah. Oh, Sarah was fouled by, it's going to either be number 12 or number 20, and we'll see who that is. But it's definitely a foul.
I think they call it 20.
Yep, that is number 20, Thompson. That's her first foul, the team's second. So Dasha Goodman comes out, and Sarah Labiner comes in. So I look for Brooklyn College to get into the paint again with Labiner, tallest woman on the court. Erica to inbound the ball to Kayla Richburg with the layup and an easy bucket for Brooklyn College.
And that's a play that Brooklyn College does a lot, where they draw all your attention to the center, and then they just have a guard running behind her for an easy layup a lot of the time.
Krislovich now brings the ball up, gets it to 14, Neguio. She's knocked out of bounds by Richburg with 15 on the shot clock, and now comes Phoebe Valentin. She's going to come in the game for number 14. That is Gress. And a timeout called by Hunter, as the head coach, John Garrett, is not pleased with the team's performance so far up until this point, with 1:28 left to go in the half, down by 22.
Yeah, Brooklyn College defense, well, I imagine he might have called that timeout because Hunter's kind of been on an offensive roll a little bit with finding open men. And so I wonder if he's trying to talk to his team to try to get them to keep doing what they're doing. And maybe that can help Hunter close the gap before the end of this half. But Brooklyn College's defense has been switching from man to zone, and where they've had one of the James sisters on Conway and man, and then in zone, they've just, whenever she's gotten the ball, they've tried to double her, and they've been able to really stifle it and suffocate Hunter's players and not letting them get around too easily.
Yeah, they are making a concerted effort to deny Conway and Luong the basketball.
Oh, yeah.
But Luong is the one that brings the ball up, so you can't really deny her as she gets the ball inbounds and spots up for the three. No good. And rebound by Labiner to Erica James. Over to Richburg. Richburg to Taylor George. Goes baseline. Puts up the floater. Nothing get the roll, but Labiner puts it up and in. Labiner with the OR and the basket.
And Labiner, again, just not letting, and an errant pass.
And right now, it's just an onslaught by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like that timeout, Hunter's timeout, might have been in favor for the Brooklyn Bulldogs because they were kind of lackadaisical.
Brooklyn College breaks the press easily, swings over to Taylor George, down to Labiner. Labiner puts it up and in, and the foul on Valentin. Labiner, a force in the paint with 8 points.
And Labiner, just all of her points have come up just holding the ball high.
She doesn't bring the ball down, and that's what you tell big people to do. Never bring the ball down to those people's level. And she misses the foul shot attempt with a three-point play. But with 50 seconds left to go in the half, Brooklyn College is up 41-15. Leung guarded by George. George hounding the ball carrier. Gets it to Thompson. Thompson into the paint. Springs it. And going to put it up, but blocked. And they're going to call a foul on. And coach is not happy about that foul call. It's going to be called on Labiner, I believe. Nope. They call it to Sarah James, and that's her third.
Yeah,
no, they call her second. I'm sorry.
She tried to do some help defense and just might have hacked the shooting arm just a little bit.
Yep. So Leung to shoot 2. First foul shot is good. She's bouncing the ball for the next one. Puts it up. And no good. Rebounded by Sarah James. Sarah James doubled, and timeout called by coach. Good, smart one, because he was trapped in the corner. 38.1 seconds left to go in the half. Brooklyn College up 41-16. You're listening to Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com. I am Pat Brown, along with my partner, Jose Rodin.
Yeah, and that, like what you just said, Pat, that was a great timeout because that was about to be a turnover where Sarah James just kind of got the ball inbound to her, and she was just baseline kind of in a corner, and the press just came and closed her down. And all of the Brooklyn College guards kind of left her alone behind, and they didn't really notice what was going on until the timeout was called. They didn't even have a chance to turn around. But something I'm really interested in seeing is the next half and how Hunter comes out. I want to know what their coach kind of does. Maybe he's going to implement something on defense.
Right. Hopefully we get the stats up here so we can
to see. Yeah, because it does look like they've been struggling offensively.
Richburg brings it, gets it over to Labina, puts it up and in, and a foul called on number 20, Thompson. Labina again at the basket. So Brooklyn College now going to the free throw line again as Labina is a force in the paint.
Yeah.
Because he's been there. So Thompson's going to have to come out. She has 2 fouls. Labina shoots the shot and does not get the roll, but Erica gets the rebound but falls down and loses it to Valentin. Valentin gets it over to Leung. Leung into the paint. Swings it over to 12, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hunter, and it's going to be a travel. That was Valentin on a rebound, but she got trapped and turned the ball over as Brooklyn College has it with 14 seconds left to go in the half. Taylor George quickly gets the ball up. Still with the dribble into the paint, over to Labina. Labina up, no good, but she's fouled again. She is a foul-making machine in the paint as she's going to the foul line for the 4th time in the first half.
Yeah, every time Labina just gets the ball in the paint, because they really can't reach when she holds the ball up high, they can't reach her. She kind of just swing her arms around and they just get hit.
So 7.6 seconds left to go in the first half. Labina knocks down the first one.
There we go. That's something that she does have to work on, her free throw shooting. But every time I come to a game early, like when we call or produce a game,
she misses like the second one.
Offensive rebound.
Erica James, 4 on the shot clock. Oh, partially blocked, but stolen. Puts the shot up and makes it at the buzzer. Richburg stole the ball and put the basket in as the Brooklyn College is up by 30 at the half, 46-16. And I can't wait to see the stat sheet on halftime. But right now, I'm going to calm myself down because right now the Bulldogs have just totally dominated this first half. And it's very similar to what they did at Hunter in that first meeting, dominating the whole first half. They were up 31-18 at the half, and now they're up 43-16. And in that second quarter, Jose, they outscored them 32-8.
Wow. And I think that's the most points I've seen Brooklyn College score in a quarter.
It's close. I think it's
close.
Yes.
I don't know about you against Medgar Evers when you called that game.
They scored 70 in the first half. So this is pale in comparison, but against a quality team.
Against a quality team,
they are demonstrating
so much more in the sense that this has primarily been through the 3.
Yes, and in the excitement of the game and just watching the overall dominance that Brooklyn College has in this first half. Listen, the game is 40 minutes long, so that's only the first 20 minutes, but you have to be pleased with the effort and the execution of the Bulldogs and the inability of Hunter, number 1, to get the ball to their playmaker, Conway. Number 2, to get any kind of offensive fluidity. And number 3, they are bedazzled on the defensive end.
Yeah, it's just been Brooklyn College has just made their shots on offense. You can't really defend against that. That's the issue there, is that you would like to be like, hey, Hunter, maybe change the zone or man, but you can't stop a team that's just hot and making shots. There's nothing that you can do about that, Pat. And then on defense, Brooklyn College has just been stifling them this entire game. Like what you said, they haven't allowed Conway to get the ball and make a dribble or post up. She's not been allowed to do anything.
Nothing. She only has 2 points.
Yeah, she's pretty much, and those 2 points are off of a fast break layup steal.
That's right.
So it's 2 points, but it's not 2 points in your offense or running a half court. It's just 2 points that she got off a fast break.
And here we are with the halftime stats. Thank you, Jose. And let's look at it right here. Now, really, I thought the turnovers were going to be more. 11 turnovers for Hunter, 9 for Brooklyn College. So it's not the turnover battle.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's the points in the paint. That's where the domination is. Sarah Labina right now has 11 points. She's the leading scorer. And let's make this point. Chanel Jamont had 2 fouls within the first 5 minutes of the game. She has not seen action. 4 minutes, and they're up by 30.
That's something that surprises me because there's been times where Chanel Jamont will go to the bench with foul trouble or just to take a rest, and it feels like the Brooklyn College energy kind of dies down.
True.
And they maybe give up a big lead. Not a big lead, but Chanel Jamont could
They lose continuity.
Yeah, Chanel could go and sit down with a 20-point lead, and when she comes back into the game, it's 13 points.
Right.
But then she's good enough to cover it back up, and the Bulldogs will win by 20. But it's been good to see the Bulldogs play good without her.
Yes.
And that's something I don't know if we've seen all season yet.
It's in spurts. They've done it in spurts.
Yes.
They did it against John Jay when she had to sit down with early foul trouble.
Yeah.
They did it against York in the first game, but that really didn't matter because they were up big at that time, so you could afford to sit her. But they are getting more comfortable in their own skin. The veterans on this team have employed the youngsters. Hey, listen, we have a tradition here at Brooklyn College. It's a winning tradition. Yeah. It's a tradition built on execution, hustle, determination, and never give up spirit. And they are demonstrating that. Erica James, Sarah James, Nancy Pham, not Chapter Foliage, I'm sorry. The Erica James and Sarah James. They are just doing what they need to do.
Yeah. Like their bench bigs with Labiner and Goodman are a combined of 17 points. And that's something great off the bench. There's
Kayla Richburg with 8 off the bench.
Yeah, their bench has been leading. Taylor George with 7 and Sarah and Erica James with 6 and 8 respectively.
Conway has only taken 3 shots in the first 20 minutes of the game.
And that's really what you want to see.
Teresa Lung's taken 7 shots, but she's 0-4 from the field, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. That's her only point. So their 2 top scorers are not scoring.
And that's something that has really impressed me with Brooklyn College, that on defense, they've been able to see the strength of the other team's offense and kind of shut it down. They've been able to play great defense against those specific quote-unquote best players of the opponent's team.
Well, I want to make this point. This very same scenario happened at Hunter College. Brooklyn College up big at halftime, came out second half, and then Brooklyn College got outscored in that third quarter 38-16. So you got to beware. Good teams make adjustments and come out in the second half.
Yeah.
So what is Brooklyn College going to do to be prepared for Hunter to come out with those adjustments? I'm sure that Coach Lang is going to make some adjustments of his own just to keep them honest.
Yeah, of course. I think something that can't be consistent is Hunter shooting 18% from the field.
18%.
That's going to change.
Yes.
Hunter will get better at shooting the ball. They'll
2 for 13 from the three-point range.
Compared to Brooklyn College, 43% from the field, 44, and then 44 also
from the three-point range.
So it's kind of the numbers. They're not going to stay like this the entire game. Brooklyn College will miss more shots, and Hunter will make more shots. But if Brooklyn College can still keep this wide margin, or at least close to one, they should feel very confident in this game.
They should, and hopefully we will get Coach Gehring at halftime to interview her. But we're going to take a short break right now. You're listening to Brooklyn College Bulldogs live on YouTube.com. I'm Pat Brown. This is Hode Roden. We'll be back with the start of the second half and hopefully an interview with assistant coach Gehring. Hold on. Right, come on in, Coach. We're back here, Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball on YouTube.com. We're here with assistant coach Gehring. How you doing, Coach?
I'm good. How are you?
Carbon copy of the first game in the first half.
Yeah.
Domination, executing, defensive pressure. I mean,
Chanel in foul trouble.
Yep, Chanel in foul trouble, sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
But tell me, what do you tell them at halftime now? The same scenario, but different venue now. You're home.
I mean, we told them that, like the first game, we were up a good amount, and they came back out. And like we talked about before the game, they started chipping down at that lead. So we can't expect for them to just roll over and like let us win. They're going to come out here. They have a good coach. Like they're going to come out here with some different game plan and try and chip at that lead. So we have to keep executing. We have to keep rebounding and communicating on defense, and we should be fine.
You've made a very concerted effort to deny Janine Conway the basketball. I'm sure you're going to continue doing that. But did y'all come into the game expressing to get the ball into the paint to take advantage of your size?
Yeah, we definitely, I mean, every game we have, Chanel Jamont. So every game we're talking about really trying to like feed Chanel or whoever's in the paint. But a lot of teams, they'll like help a lot on the paint. So even just by getting the ball into our bigs, even if they're not the ones scoring, it opens up our perimeters a lot. So getting the ball into the paint, always good things happen from it.
Yeah,
so.
You guys are 7 for 16 from three-point range. You're shooting 44% from the field. You held them to 8 points in the second quarter, and I'm sure that Coach Lang is going to make some adjustments and try and stem the tide because they're a good team, and the good teams try to make comebacks. So thank you, Coach, for your time, and good luck for the rest of the half.
Thank you.
All right, again, you're listening to Brooklyn College Bulldog Basketball on YouTube.com. I'm Pat Brown, my partner Jose Roden. We'll be back with the start of the second half after this short break. we're getting ready to go back. What is a minute left now? Just about 20 seconds. Yo. Say it again. Yeah, we want to go back, yes.
There's 3 seconds left.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Brooklyn College Bulldog Basketball on YouTube.com. I am Pat Brown with my partner, Jose Rodin, and Brooklyn College is up big right now, starting the third quarter, 46-16, and Hunter will start with the basketball. We're going to see what Coach Garrett is going to do as an adjustment offensively against this Bulldog defense. They come out with the same starters: Valentin, Young, Krislovich, Thompson, and Conway. They get the ball in to Valentin. Valentin at the top of the key, guarded by Michelle Pena. Chanel Jamad is back in the game with 2 fouls. Gives it into the corner to Conway. Conway guarded by Erica James. Goes baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Thompson with the rebound, no good. Taken away by Taylor George and fouled on a rebound by number 13, Duong. And that's her first and the team's first.
And you can see Brooklyn College defense really hasn't fallen off during that halftime, where they're continuing that intensity.
Hunter trying to break the press. Sarah gets it to Jamot. Puts up the layup and in. Right away, Brooklyn College breaking the press and getting the ball.
Oh, and Chanel Jamot with the steal.
To George, layup, no good, but gets her own rebound. Swings it out to Michelle Pena. Foul line, jumper's good. Brooklyn College right away going on the attack.
And something that you have been calling for Pena to do has been be more aggressive, and that's her 4th shot of the game.
So as Valentin gets it over to Krislovich. Krislovich drives, gets it to Conway, puts up the shot over Jamot, and finally Conway puts the ball in the basket. That's her first field goal made. Brooklyn College inbounds the ball, gets it to George. George runs right around the player, gets it to Jamot. Reverse layup, no good, but rebounded by Thompson. Thompson now pushing the ball, gets it too long, back to Conway. Conway looking to create her own shot, swings it back to Krislovich. Krislovich back to Long, top of the key. Back to Krislovich, but losing the ball, and Sarah James picks it up, gets it to Michelle Pena. Michelle Pena is over, gets around Conway, loses the dribble, but picks it back up. Guarded by Conway still. Conway trying to hound the basketball, but Pena keeping it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And Conway goes for the steal. Michelle Pena gets away, puts up the shot, gets the roll. Pena 2 for 2. 52-18, 8 minutes left to go in the third. Now it's Long being hounded by George. Gets it to Conway. They're looking to get the ball to Conway more. Down low to Krislovich. Back to Thompson. Thompson with the foul line shot. No good. Rebounded by Jamot. Jamot brings the ball up. Keeps a dribble. And she's going to bring it. Everybody on the court can handle the basketball. Jamot swings it over to Pena with 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Coach Liang calling the play. Swings it over to Erica James, to Jamot. Jamot in the right wing. Swings it back to Pena. Pena over to George. George to Sarah James. To Jamot. Jamont baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, misses, gets her own rebound, nope. But it's going off her hands. Jamont, and we got a foul, not a foul, but we have an injured player that is Sarah James, who's limping a little bit, but she's going to come out as Dasha Goodman's going to come in for Sarah James.
It looks like she might have just been bumping knees with someone on that.
Yeah.
Play. Just a little small bump.
So, Hunter brings the ball up. Valentin looking for Thompson. Thompson gets it to Leong. Leong to Krislovic. Krislovic into the paint. Gives it over to Valentin for three. No good. Rebounded by Jamont. Jamont gets it to Pena. Pena to Goodman, but knocked out of bounds by Thompson. Good job by Thompson seeing that pass and knocking it out of bounds.
And Pena has been very aggressive just throughout this game, making a lot of long passes and driving to the paint. This has been she's usually extremely passive, so this is very different
Swings
for her.
Goodman was fouled by Valentin on the push, so that's going to be Valentin's, I believe, her third foul. Team second. And now she's going to come out as who's going to take her place? It's going to be Santos. Nope, LaSalle, number 3. So LaSalle in for Valentin. Ball's inbounded to Taylor George, to Pena on the left side. Swings it over to Erica James, but off of her hand. She couldn't handle the pass, and it's going to be a turnover. 6:48 left to go. Brooklyn College up 52-18, and timeout, a 30-second timeout called by Coach Lang.
That's a good timeout. Brooklyn College really hasn't settled into a rhythm offensively, and they kind of just been throwing the ball around and primarily scoring or trying to score on ISO, and that's not really been Brooklyn College's game. So we'll see if he tries to call a little more plays. And then on defense, it looks like Hunter's trying to get Conway open, Pat, which is good for them because they really haven't done that in the first half. So we'll see if they continue to do that. Maybe see if Conway can try to spark this offense.
Well, they're looking to get her the ball because she can create her own shot, and she's trying to do that, but good interior defense by Brooklyn College is making it very hard for her to get that shot off. And the ball pressure by Pena and George are making it very hard for them to even get good passes away.
Yep.
So LaSalle's going to bring the ball up. Brooklyn showing a short press. Got it trapped and stolen. And it's going to be jump ball, Brooklyn College basketball, as Taylor George and Erica James trapped her in the corner.
And that was great defense by Brooklyn College. Once she brought that ball across half court, they immediately doubled her.
George gets fouled by number 3, Madison LaSalle. That's going to be LaSalle's first, the team's third, and 2 more fouls. And Hunter will be over the limit. And that's a good job by Brooklyn College, but taking care of the basketball. But Hunter being very careless with those pushing fouls as they're trying to deny the ball dribbler down the court.
Yeah, they're trying to be extra aggressive on defense, trying to force the issue and cause some turnovers. They've kind of been that's turned into more of hacking than overly physical with Brooklyn College players. We'll see if in this timeout they try to correct that, Pat, but it just seems like they're throwing too many forearms out there and pushing a little too off with their hands.
So it's LaSalle, Thompson, Conway, Leung, and Krislovic on the floor for Hunter. Ball inbounded to Pena. Pena guarded by Leung. Takes off the dribble, pulls the ball back out, swings it over to Goodman. Goodman swimming over to Pena. Pena goes baseline. Puts up the shot, no good, but Jamont was right there with the follow, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in, and the foul.
And that's great, but you can clearly see Chanel Jamont was sitting down for 15 minutes and then halftime and not really warm in this game right now.
Teresa Leung picking up her second and the team's fourth, 1 more foul, and Brooklyn College will be in the 1-and-1 as Jamont knocks down the free throw. So Brooklyn College showing a half-court press. Leung trapped again. Gets it over too long. Oh, to Thompson. Baseline. Swings it back. Valentin for three. No good. But Conway was right there, but missed the layup as Chanel Jamont got it and pushed the ball up quickly to Pena. Pena over to Goodman. Goodman for three. It's good.
And again, Goodwin just has been on fire from three this game. Just cooking it.
Again, ball stolen. Goodman gets to the Pena and fouled by Conway on the reach-in. That's going to be Conway's first, but the team's fifth. And that is bonus time. And now Pena is going to go to the line for the 1-and-1. Oh, they got 2 shots? I thought it was 1-and-1.
I think they go once the bonus.
Right, once the bonus is finished. But Pena knocks down the first free throw. Pena's going to take the second one and puts it up and in. So Hunter now swinging it up. Luong trapped in the corner, gets it over to Madison LaSalle. LaSalle in the paint, puts up the shot, no good, rebounded by Jamont. Jamont pushing the ball up, sees somebody trailing, swings it up, puts it up, and in, and another foul! And Brooklyn College is just taking it right to the Hawks. They're in the doghouse.
Yeah, the Brooklyn College just hasn't stopped being aggressive, and where it feels like Hunter's just been passive throughout this game. And even on that last offensive possession with LaSala, she saw Conway wide open in the corner and just didn't pass her the ball, so I don't know what's going on.
So now it's Leung puts up the three quickly and knocks it down. Leung said, I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. 62-21 with 5 minutes left to go in the third. Pena bringing the ball up, swings it over to George. George spots for three, no good, rebounded by nobody, but it's going to be Brooklyn College ball because it went off of a Hunter player. So 20 seconds on the shot clock, 4:58 left to go, and Conway's going to come out with 3 fouls. And coming in is number 21 for Hunter, and that is Kim. So Pena is bringing the ball, swings it around, back to Pena. Pena to Erica James, back to Pena. 8 on the shot clock. George has it, down to Goodman. Goodman with 4 seconds. Pena has a shoot. Jamont puts it up and in!
And Brooklyn College didn't even really dribble during that possession, just passing the ball around and spreading out the Hunters' defense.
Krislovich to Thompson. Back to Madison LaSalle. LaSalle into the paint. Puts up the shot. Altered, rebounded by Jamont. Jamont bringing the ball up behind her back. Swings it over to Pena. Pena calls out the play. Swings it over to George. George back to Pena, top of the key, to Goodman at the foul line, to Erica James for three. No good, but Erica James gets her own rebound, puts up the shot, misses. Thompson gets the rebound.
But again, Brooklyn College is spreading out the Hunters' defense, just passing the ball and moving it.
LaSalle on the right wing, back to Krislovich. Krislovich over to Thompson. Thompson shoots the jumper, no good. Rebounded, back to Thompson, back to Krislovich for three, and it's good. So now 2 straight three-pointers for Hunter, but they're down by 40, 64-24. 3:25 left to go in the third. And now Hunter going a match 1-and-1. Goodman over to Pena. Pena on the right wing. Back to Erica James. Back to Goodman on the left wing. Cross to Pena. Pena to Jamont at a 12-footer. She's doubled. Pulls it back out. 7 on the shot clock. Swings it over to Pena. 4 on the shot clock. To Goodman, to George. George for three, and hits the rim, but rebounded by Pena. Back to George. Reverse layup is up and in.
And Brooklyn College has just been wanting this game a lot more. It's been incredible to see just Hunter just letting Brooklyn College do what they want.
Well, I don't think they're letting him. It's just
That's true.
Brooklyn College is just being very effective. Ball knocked away, but Thompson on the floor, rolling. It's going to be a jump ball, but the possession arrow goes to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, but allowing offensive rebounds on almost every possession is just showing that.
Oh, yeah, the second chance points are just phenomenal.
Hunter isn't really going after the ball when the shot's missed, and it's just allowing Brooklyn College to just keep getting offensive rebounds. And as someone who would be a Hunter fan, you don't really want to see that.
Nope. So Panuto comes in for Hunter, and Richburg and Labiner, Pham, and Trembone come in for Brooklyn College. So Richburg has it on the right wing, keeps a dribble, tells Goodman to get a pick, swings it over to Labiner, but the ball knocked away out of bounds by Hunter, and it's going to be 13 on the shot clock, as again they're looking to get Labiner down on the blocks. And ball swung out to Goodman. Goodman over to Pham. Pham to Trembone, 10 seconds. Goodman for a deep three, no good. Rebounded by Brooklyn, but taken away by Hunter, and that's Valentin. Valentin's going to bring the ball up, swings it over to LaSalle. LaSalle down low to Panuto. Panuto puts the shot, but she gets fouled by Labiner. That's her second, the team's first. 1:59 left to go in the third.
And that was a good possession by Hunter. Let's see if they can kind of rally around that one possession, but we'll have to see.
So Panuto to shoot two. Spins the ball. And front rims the first shot. No good. Second shot's up. No good. Front rim both of them. And rebound by Pham. Richburg's going to bring the ball up. Swings it over to Trembone. Trembone looking for Goodman. Pulls it back. Gets it to Richburg. They reset with 17 on the shot clock. Richburg swings it over to Trembone. Trembone again looking for Goodman. Oh, but gets it to Pham. Pham goes to baseline, puts up the shot. No good. Goodman tried to get the rebound, but is rebounded by LaSalle. LaSalle pushing the ball up, goes right to the basket, puts the shot up. No good. Rebounded by Pham. Pham gets it to Goodman. Goodman holds, pulls it back. Gets it to Richburg. Richburg cross court to Pham. Pham holding. Gets it to Labiner, but not good pass as they triple team Labiner in the paint. And it's going to be taken by Hunter. Valentin swings it over to 12 to the corner. Panuto shoots the shot. No good. Rebounded by Pham. Taken away. And now she's forced into the corner, but swings it away. Goodman has it. Swings it over to Richburg. Richburg wide open for three. No good. Rebounded by LaSalle.
And you'd like to see Brooklyn College get some longer possessions to just weed down this time.
Valentin for three from the corner. No good. Rebounded in the paint. And she throws it out of bounds as she fell down. That was Panuto, who got the offensive rebound but wasn't able to get her foot. Slipped down, fell, ball went out of bounds. Brooklyn College ball with 36.6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 66-24 is the score. Brooklyn College bringing the ball up.
Yeah, and if Brooklyn College would bring the shot clock down to a smaller time number and just waste more time, that would give Hunter College less possessions to get back into this game.
Richburg now gets a Trembone top of the key. Trembone gets a pick from Goodman into the paint, puts up the shot off the rim, no good. Fights for the rebound. Hunter going to be a jump ball, but Hunter is going to maintain possession.
Oh no, it looks like they called a foul.
They call a foul?
Yep, on Labiner.
That's Labiner. That's her third. The team's second. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Is Lau, who's going to get fouled by Pham. Pham picks up her first. The team's third. 6 seconds left to go in the quarter. So 6 seconds left. Inbounding is going to be DeGuio. having a hard time. Finally gets it into Krislovich. Krislovich to Valentin. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by 35 Goodman. And that is the end of the third quarter. Brooklyn College 20-8 in the third quarter. They're up 66-24.
And it looks like Hunter has only scored 8 points in every quarter.
Yep.
And that's just been
triple eights.
Yep, that's just been a credit to the Bulldogs defense. They've just been able to play great defense, and it's I don't know how to describe it. It's been great to see them do this against such a quality opponent. I feel like last time they played, their defense kind of was lacking, and it's interesting to see how so much they've improved compared to that last Hunter game. Being there for both.
Yeah, and how they've gelled together as a unit. It's not just the first team, it's also the second team. It's not just the second team, it's the people that come off behind them to give everybody a blow. Everybody is contributing, everybody's doing their job, everybody's playing with that high energy and high intensity, and that's why it's carrying over from a non-quality opponent to a quality opponent, because the mindset doesn't change.
Yeah, the mindset hasn't changed. Even though in the York game, when we talked to the assistant coach in halftime, she was saying that we need to pick up the intensity and get more energy, and they did. And it's been that game. They didn't have energy in the first half just because of that game delay, the shot clock.
Right, at York. Right.
Yeah. But now they're picking it up, and it's carried over to the Medgar game, scoring 70 points in the first half. And now this just taking it to a quality opponent.
So Hunter to get the ball, inbound it to Leung. Starters are back on the floor. Leung over to Conway. Conway shoots the three. No good. Rebounded by Thompson. Gets it to Krislovich. Over to Valentin. Valentin off the dribble. Knocked away, but it's right to Krislovich. Krislovich to the corner for Leung. She misses, and Richburg comes away with the rebound. Richburg double team, splits the double team. Still keeps the dribble. And got the ball taken away by Conway. Conway pushing the ball up to Leung. Leung to Thompson in the paint. On Trembone, gets it to Krislovich. Krislovich over to Valentin. Valentin to Conway. Conway for three, no good. Rebounded by Pham. Pham bring the ball down. Gets it over to Jamat. Jamat swings it over to Sarah James. Sarah James for three. It's good.
And that's just that aggressiveness by Brooklyn College to still be able to take those threes even with this lead.
The third three-pointer for Jared James on the night. So Valentin gets it over to Leung. Leung takes the three, no good. Rebounded by Pham. Pham's third rebound. She walks the ball up.
And Hunter College has just been in just trying to close in this gap by taking a whole bunch of threes. I think that's their fifth straight miss from beyond the arc.
Well, that's the quickest way to get back into the game. Hit
You're
threes.
Right.
Nice give and go under the basket, but Sarah James missed the layup. Conway comes away with the rebound. She's going coast to coast, stops, gives it to Leung. Leung for three, no good. Rebounded by Pham again. That's three straight rebounds for Pham, and she's fouled on the pass by Conway. And guess what? Conway's picked up her third foul.
No, that's her fifth.
That's her fifth?
It looks like
my gosh, Conway has fouled out of the game. She DQ'd.
Wow.
So now she has to sit. This has to be one of her bad games that she's played in her career, as she has fouled out with 8:12 left to go in the fourth quarter, and she is the team's leading scorer. So Hunter now is going to be pressed to get the ball to Leung and Krislovich and Thompson to try and knock this lead down. 69-24 is the score. 8:12 left to go in the fourth quarter.
And she only has 4 points in this game, so it's been a mix of just Brooklyn College frustrating her on defense, and then she just hasn't been able to keep up with Brooklyn College when she's been on defense.
Great ball movement by Brooklyn College. Jamat on the wing. Oh, got the ball knocked out of her hands. Valentin has it. Valentin bringing the ball up. Looking for some help. Gets a pick from Thompson. Still has the dribble, gets another pick, swings it away to Leung. Leung in the paint, gets it to Thompson. Thompson swings it over to 14, Gress. Gress cut off, gets it over to Krislovich. Krislovich to Valentin. 5-1 the shot clock. Puts up the shot, blocked by Jamont. And George comes away with it. Has Pena, puts it up and in, and fouled by Thompson. And it's going to be an and one. Pena going to the foul line.
And that's just Hunter not running back in transition defense and just giving up easy buckets.
So Megan Jaji comes in. And Pena misses, but Jamont gets it, and she's fouled on the rebound. 7 rebounds for Jamont, and Jamont has 9 points. She is 6 points away from tying Mugen.
Oh, wow.
For 4th place.
We'll see if she'll be able to get that in this game.
Jamont knocks down the first. Now she's 5 points away. I'm sorry, 6 points. I said 7. Now she's 6. And she misses that, but Sarah James gets the rebound. Gets it to Taylor George for 3. No good. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson has 4 fouls, by the way. 1 more, and she's fouled out. Gets it to the corner of Valentin by the Kristovich. Kristovich off of Jamont and out of bounds. It went right off of her forehead as Ballin comes in for Hunter.
And that's something that's been interesting for me is just Hunter's foul trouble throughout this game. They just haven't played composed at all.
So now inbounded to Leung. Leung gets a pick from Thompson, gets into the paint, swings it over to Ballin. Ballin walked. So turnover with 6:49 left to go in the game. Brooklyn College up big, 72-24. Want to let you know that about half an hour following this game, the men Bulldogs will take on the Hunter College Hawks. Brooklyn College won 65-55 in the first matchup at Hunter College. So it's Pena with the ball, guarded by Leung. Gets it to Taylor George. Taylor George has it. Gets it over to Sarah James. Sarah James looking, pulls the ball back out. 8 on the shot clock to Jamont. Jamont pulls it back, puts up the shot. No good, and rebounded by Leung. Stolen by Jamont, but she went out of bounds, so she had to stay. But she committed a foul right there, trying to get the ball by Leung. And that's going to be Jamont's 3rd. And in for Sarah James is going to be number 20, Ardita Shaptovovic. 6:10 left to go in the game. So Ballin to inbound the ball. Gets the ball into Valentin. And now Erica James getting at the table to check in for Brooklyn College as Valentin puts up the dribble. Gets it over to Gress. Gress to the corner to Thompson. Thompson goes baseline. Cut off by Jamont. Gets it back to Leung. Leung with only 5 seconds on the shot clock. Puts up the 3-pointer. No good. Rebounded right to Jamont.
And
Jamont, go ahead.
Hunter just in desperation mode, just consistently just shooting these threes. And they haven't been making them, and they have yet to score a point in this 4th quarter.
That's true. Half the quarter are gone, and they have no points. Pena over to George. George over to Pena. Pena for 3. It's good! Pena drains it from deep.
Just Brooklyn College has just been hot this entire game, and there's really nothing you can defend against that.
Valentin almost lost the dribble. Gets it over to Leung. Leung for a quick 3 and knocks it down, and timeout called by Hunter. You can see Leung, she has a great sweet shot, and that's the first 3 points of the quarter for Hunter as they're down 75-27, and they're going to see wholesale changes for both teams as Hunter had 4 people at the table and Brooklyn College has 2, as Emmy Cameron is going to check in for Brooklyn College.
Yeah, and you can see that just Brooklyn College mix of being able to knock down threes on top of having excellent defense has really been the main point of this game and them getting to this lead. And then just on the other side, Hunter's inability to make threes and play solid defense. And they've been fouling a lot. They haven't made their threes, and that's just led to this Brooklyn College lead.
They just did not look together all night because of Brooklyn College pressure, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, and Brooklyn College started off really slow and not together, but it turned around really quick.
So Brooklyn College is going to bring the ball up. It's going to be Trembone, Jaje, Shaptofovic, Cameron, and Erica James. She's in the corner. Gets it to Jaje. Jaje gets it. Oh, she threw the ball away. And it's going to be taken by number 11, Santo. Santo over to 21. And she knocks down the two-pointer. That is Lau with 2 points. As the Trembone brings it up. Knocked out of bounds by Lau. So Erica James to inbound the ball with 25 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Trembone has it. So now it's going to be Erica James. Cross court to Shaptofovic. Shaptofovic puts up the shot. And nothing but net for Shaptofovic. And quickly Hunter gets the ball up. Swings it over into the paint to Panudo and gets the roll. Panudo now scoring for Hunter. Trembone into the paint. Swings over to Erica James. Over to Shaptofovic to Jaje. Jaje back to Shaptofovic. Back to Erica James. Into the corner to Trembone. Trembone goes baseline. She gets doubled. Keeps the dribble. Gets to Shaptofovic on 10 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Jaje. Jaje inside the three-point line. No good. Rebounded by Cameron. Puts up the shot. No good. And Hunter comes away with it.
And Cameron was trying to tap it back out to three-point line, but no one's really there. Whoa!
They called Shaptofovic on the foul. I thought she got all ball on that one.
That was a foul?
They called a foul on that. I thought that was clearly a clean block.
That definitely looked like a clean block. I don't know how much of the body or the arm that she got.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next game for the women Brooklyn College Bulldogs will be on the 4th of February, and they're going to be traveling to the Bronx to take on the Lehman College Lightland. That game at 5 p.m. We'll let you know. Check the website to see if we're going to have coverage of that game.
It looks like it will be on Streaker with Joe and Jonathan calling that game.
So Santo knocks down the first free throw. Santos misses the next free throw, rebounded by Shaptofovic. Shaptofovic takes care of the basketball, gets it to Richburg. Richburg pulling the ball out, 3:10 left to go. Jaje back to Richburg, back to Jaje. Jaje open for three, no good. And we got over the back by Erica James. That's a good foul call right there.
Yeah.
That's going to be the third team foul for Brooklyn College, and that's going to be Erica's first.
Something that Brooklyn College has been able to do has been aggressive about fouling for most of this game, or at least fouling not to the point of getting into team foul trouble and only having Chanel Jamont really get those 2 early offensive fouls. That put her into foul trouble.
So Lau has the ball into the paint, puts up the rainbow shot, and in, as Lau has 4 straight points. And that is the most points that Hunter has scored in a quarter all night with 10. Richburg, we have a foul under the basket. And it's on, who is that?
Oh.
Wow, they call an offensive foul on Emmy Cameron. And that's the team's 4th. So one more foul by Brooklyn College, and Hunter will be in the bonus. So Lau brings the ball up with 2:40 left to go in the game. Lau, guarded by Richburg, to number 10, that is Chung. Chung takes the 3, No good. Long rebound. And it's good rebound by Chung. Back to Lau. Lau to Chung. Chung goes baseline, puts up the shot, and puts it in. Brooklyn College walking the ball up. Richburg, Chapter-Fovic, Jajay, Emmy Cameron, and Trembone. I'll check that. That's Fam. Back to Jajay. Jajay over to Richburg. Richburg on the dribble into the paint. Jajay open for three, and she knocks it down.
And that's what Megan Jajay can do. She's great from the three-point line. And
yes, she is.
Every time she comes off the bench, she's always hot. She's always ready to shoot it.
1 minute, 40 seconds left to go in the game. Brooklyn College will stay undefeated, 9-0, and have the sweep of the Hunter College Hawks as Jajay comes away with the rebound, and she's going to be called for travel, I believe. Yeah, she drove in the ball and rolled over. Once you roll over, it's going to be counted as steps. It's a travel. Hunter will keep the ball.
Yep. So we'll see. We'll just see what happens. But it's really good to see that the players are still diving for the ball, still trying to have aggressiveness in this game, and that'll carry over into next games. That no game is really easy in this conference.
No, it's not. Jajay again for three. No good. And rebound by Fam, and she's going to get fouled by number 2, and that is Tina Chen.
And it does look like the coach is calling for a travel, because it does look like Nancy Pham was on her knees and then stood up with the ball, and it could have been called.
Yeah, she got away with that one. She did.
It looked like she kind of passed the ball, but still in her possession.
So 1:20 left to go. Richburg to inbound. She gets it to Labina. Labina to Cameron. Cameron to Fam. Fam to Jajay. Jajay to Richburg. Richburg keeps the dribble. Goes baseline. Puts up the shot. And it's good. Richburg with 8 points. And Hunter with 1 minute left to go. 1 minute left to go. Chung to Lau. Lau for three. And it's good. Oh, that was Santos. I'm sorry.
And it looks like we're under a minute left in this game.
Yep.
And it also looks like there's a big head of Taylor George in the crowd.
Jajay has it into the paint. Gets it to Fam. Fam for three. No good. Rebounded by number 12. That is the Griot. Gets it up to Chen. Chen blocked by Labiner, taken by Fam. Fam, double team, still going, keeps the dribble, and they say she stepped out. Good hustle by Fam with 26 seconds. The shot clock is going to be off, and the final possession right now for Hunter. Brooklyn College will have the victory.
Yeah, she was trying to go with the ball and really find someone down court. I believe she was trying to find Cameron, who looked like she was open, running down.
Good job by Richburg knocking the ball out of bounds. 18 seconds left to go in the game. Shot clock is off. And we got a shot by Santos and a foul. So that foul is on Trembone.
And it feels like...
Is it Trembone? No, Trembone's not on the court, so that's wrong. They have the wrong number on the player on the foul, so it's got to be
It looks like they
Fam.
changed it.
Oh, they did? Yeah, it's Cameron. Okay, they gave it to Cameron. So Santo knocked down the free throw.
Yeah, and it looked like...
Brooklyn College is just going to let the clock run.
Yeah, and it looked like Hunter's offense kind of got a pick-me-up, bringing in all the subs. We'll see how that looks for future games to see if some of these subs will get a little more playing time.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the ball game as Brooklyn College wins the game 82-42. And hopefully we're going to get some of two players coming after the game to get interviewed. But Jose, let's talk about this right now. Do me a favor. Let's stop everybody from walking behind us. Tell them to go around. That'll be great. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a hands-down obliteration by the Bulldogs as far as execution. I'm not talking about the final score. I'm talking about the execution on both ends of the floor. Brooklyn College on defense, hounding the basketball, giving up no second shots, making it hard for Hunter to get into the offense, and then offensively pounding the ball down low to Labina, pounding the ball to Jamaat, pounding the ball to Sarah James, and then kicking the ball back out to Goodman for 3, for Erica James for 3, for Taylor George for 3. By the way, Taylor George, 1,000-point scorer. She scored more than 3 points tonight. Jamaat is only 7 points away from moving into a tie for 4th place in the scoring column. And Jose, I mean, just there's not much bad to say about the Bulldog game tonight.
There really isn't, and I was really shocked by that game. Like what you said it perfectly. It was just they executed perfectly, and I feel like every time I see the Bulldogs play, I feel like their game gets better and better. But you can't say anything bad about this right now. They hit the threes. They played excellent defense. They were able to force turnovers off the full court press. It felt like they were able to do it all. And I think this is the most complete game they've had. Yeah,
this is the most complete game of the season by far against a quality opponent. And that's what it is. It's about the quality of the opponent. Mm-hmm. Hunter is the defending CUNYAC champion.
Yes, and they're the second-ranked team in CUNYAC.
Yes, and Brooklyn College. The first game, they were up big, and Hunter showed their determination and fought back. But this game, Brooklyn College said, we're not even having it.
Brooklyn College kept up their own intensity. It does look like we're going to get Taylor George.
We got Taylor George and Sarah James coming in, and we're going to have an interview. Hey, Taylor.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Walk me through after you let that shot go and you knew it was going in. What was that feeling like?
I feel like it's something that you can't really explain. It's a feeling like no other. It was very exciting. I'm so glad to be a part of this team. They completely set me up for that. It was just an overall great team win. So, yeah, super excited.
I talked to Allie Mugen before the game, and I asked her how she felt about both you and Jamaat scoring 1,000 points in the season, and she basically said it's a testament to the program and to you guys putting the work in. And she said, I just feel elated. So your teammates, I'm sure they mobbed you at half court, picked you up. I know that had to be like I'm on top of the world. But talk about this total win over the defending champs.
It's honestly amazing. I mean, we had Chanel out in the first half again, and we talked about this last time, but just how there's really no step down when the bench comes in, completely no let out. We had so many people in 8, 9, 10-point scoring tonight. It was completely a team win, and I'm so glad to be a part of this program. It's amazing.
You guys have been successful for many years. Now you've set yourself up. You're the #1 team in the conference. You know you have a big target on your back. How do you keep that intensity and that focus for the rest of the season?
Comes in practice first. Coach always talks about how we have to be challenging each other in practice, get the intensity up in practice. I mean, we got to push each other. At practice, we're a team, but we're against each other when we're competing and everything like that. And that's really what's going to get us further and further is competing at practice.
Well, thank you very much, Taylor, and congratulations again for scoring 1,000 points.
Thank you.
We're going to have Sarah James coming in. How you doing, Sarah? Just got to make sure to get the headphones on.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable? You get it? All right, that's good. So, Sarah, freshman coming in. They're getting the plaques for Taylor George and 1,000 points. Sarah, coming in from Madison High School championship program, coming into Brooklyn College. Tell me, how's that feel to walk in the doors and know that you have a history in this team about being successful and what that means to you?
I think I don't really know how to answer that, but it's good coming in. I want to be on a winning team, and Brooklyn is that. So I don't really know. I like winning.
Short and succinct. I like that. The bench has been a very big part of Brooklyn College's success. Not you coming off the bench, but you as a starter, knowing that if you have to come out, you have full confidence in the player coming behind you. Tell me, how does that feel like?
It feels really good that the pace won't stop. Like, it won't go from good to bad. Like, we're all amazing players, and I know if someone comes in for me, it's going to be just as strong as me being out there.
How did the veterans engraft you into the culture of the Brooklyn College basketball program?
I think they just helped us and showed us what to do and how to do it and made us more confident in our game. They never broke us down. They built us up, and I think that's really helpful and helping me out there because I start with some of them to play and make me feel confident as a player.
Well, how's it feel playing with your sister in the college level now?
It feels amazing. It's always good having someone that you know out there with you to be your support system.
Did y'all have a lot of sibling rivalry going up? Who's the better basketball player and go one-on-one?
No, we usually just say each other. So if someone asks, I'm like, oh, she's better than me, and she would say opposite. Like, we don't like competing with each other. We just like building each other and making each other better as players. So like, we play one-on-one, whoever wins, wins. All
right. Well, thank you very much, Sarah, and continued success for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to have Coach Alex Lang come in right behind you. Let's help you out that whole level.
All right, Pat.
All right, so I've got some placards. Go ahead.
I've got some stuff with me here.
You got some stuff. Let's show it.
I've got the Taylor. I've got the 1,000-point sign. I've got the head.
Coach, I mentioned it at the end of the broadcast. This was an annihilation, not by score-wise, but by execution.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to feel good
yes.
about how they executed in every facet of the game tonight.
Yeah, it was a good performance by us for sure. Somewhat surprising how we had Chanel out so early with the 2 fouls, and we still were able to build up that big lead in the first half. Tributes our bench, they stepped up big time. A lot of players stepped up off the bench, and I thought Erica played great early. I thought Taylor played great early. Obviously, when she hit that 1,000-point, it kind of got her juices flowing a little bit, and Dasha came in, hit some big shots off the bench. So it was really, really an all-around effort. Sarah Labiner came off the bench, and she, big first half for her.
Big first half. Getting offensive rebounds, putting the ball back up, getting to the foul line. But I thought your defense, denying the basketball, not allowing Conway to get into a flow, not letting them get easy baskets and winning the shot clock all the way down, really threw them off and got you into your running game really early.
Yeah. No, I agree. We played really good defense tonight. And even when they got open shots, we were scrambling to contest. And, I thought we could, as a coach, you always see things on the floor you could do a lot better. But I thought we executed very well tonight.
Well, Coach, now you're 9-0. You've beaten everybody in the conference. I know other teams have a chip on their shoulder. How do you maintain the focus and the determination not only to be successful for the first part, but for that second half and going into the tournament?
Yeah, well, it's definitely a challenge. We don't want to get content with being undefeated in conference play. Obviously, we have a few teams on our schedule that are looking to get revenge after we beat them the first time. And we have Staten Island, who beat us the first time, who we're looking to play one more time and hopefully play a cleaner game here at home. So, we're going to try to keep them motivated. Obviously, staying undefeated in the conference is a nice motivation.
Of course.
Trying to earn that number 1 seed for the tournament is also a big motivation. And, we've talked all season about playing our best in February, and February is starting tomorrow. So we're hoping to be playing our best.
Well, Coach, congratulations on having 2 players with 1,000 points, staying undefeated in the conference, and you're looking forward on the 4th to play Lehman.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you very much, Coach. All right, we're going to call my partner back in, Jose Rodin. And we got the final stats here. And right away, I'm looking at Brooklyn College out-rebounded Hunter by 20.
And, they just were able to dominate on the glass.
57 rebounds to 37 rebounds.
Oh, yeah.
23 offensive rebounds.
And that's something that you don't need that stat to see what was going on in the game. It's just that Brooklyn College was out hustling and out dogging,
Most
Hunter
definitely.
College. They were around getting physical, getting in the paint and throwing, getting into the game. And I think something I said at halftime that I might need to retract is that Brooklyn College couldn't keep staying at their shooting levels.
But they did.
But it looks like they might have. So they shot 41% from the field and 38% from 3 for the entire game. So I don't know. I don't know.
There's not much you can say.
No.
I mean, the stats bear out. So let's look at the point totals. The leading scorer for Brooklyn College was between Michelle Pena and Sarah Labiner. Both had 11. Then you had Chanel Jamont and Kayla Richburg with 10. Then you had Taylor George and Sarah James with 9. Then and Dasha Goodman with 9.
Yeah.
And you had Erica James with 8. Not everybody scored, but everybody contributed some part in this basketball. Megan Jaje coming off the bench, knocking down 2 threes. Ardita Shaptofovic with good offensive rebound. Nancy Pham, good strong offensive rebound and defensive rebound, and bringing the ball up the court and not getting turnovers. I mean, everybody contributed, and you got to be pleased with how they played. Now, for Hunter, the defending champs, it's back to the drawing board. Let's regroup. Let's get back to playing Hunter Hawk basketball. This is not a Hunter Hawk showing. I'm going to say that straight out.
Yeah.
They are a much better team than what they did tonight.
And they also have to look at the reality that they're probably going to play this team in the playoffs.
Most likely.
So you'll have to we'll see what they come up with next time they play in the playoffs. But, we just have to wait and see. I think a big thing that I noticed just now is that every single player on Brooklyn College had rebound. No one did not have a rebound. So everybody was out toughing it out. And from the starters to the last girl in the rotation, everybody was there and doing their job. And I think that's great to see out of Brooklyn College, just that toughness and gritness and that 1 through 15 mentality, or 13, and they were all there.
And that's what you do. Taylor George said it most. It's about a team effort.
Of course.
It's a team win, and that's what we're going to do going forward. We're going to stay together as a team. We're going to produce. We're going to have each other's back, and it doesn't matter who the opponent is. We have to play ourselves, and we know who we are and how we compete, and that's what they're going to do. So about half hour after this, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the men Bulldogs taking on the Hunter Hawks. Brooklyn College coming in on a 2-game winning streak. Hunter coming in with a 3-game winning streak. So who's it going to be? Hunter's looking for a little revenge because they lost to the men Bulldogs 65-55. So stay tuned as Zach Budnick is going to have the call. Right after this, it's going to be Pat Brown and Jose Rodin and the whole WBCR staff saying good night. Brooklyn College Bulldog Basketball on YouTube.com/Brooklyn College Bulldogs. Stay tuned for the second part of the doubleheader.